Yeah, and we back. It's two peas in the pod.
Cass.
I'm your host, Rich.
And I'm your host, DK.
And today's topic, what in the yay is going on?
Man, they got to tell me, man. They talk about Kanye like he the next world dictator or something. I don't know what's going on with people, and you just say Kanye West, and they just start shivering. I mean, dude. I mean, golly, what is they doing that's just got everybody just so rock up and shook up for the third, fourth week in a row, man?
Yeah, man, it's out here feeling like United States versus Yay, like we in the court of law or something.
It's like they done forgot about China and Russia. It's like, yeah, let's talk about Kanye. It's like, golly, I'm wondering did we make peace with the other countries? Because I mean, Kanye kind of been up in the air for so long. I hope he done got good with old Putin. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man.
Yeah, and you know what I mean. At the end of the day, we're not in the court of law, but it does seem like the court of public opinion. There's a lot of judgment being cast on Ye. You know, a lot of people don't understand him. You know, and what this is our third show about Ye, and not intentionally.
Yeah,
like
no,
we had lineups that we pushed back because it seemed like every time we turn around, he's the topic of discussion.
You know what I'm saying?
With a new occasion.
And I'm like staring off in the spaces I do when I think, and I'm like, yeah, bro, we had some great topics that we really was like. I don't think that's what the people want.
Yeah,
they really want.
They want to hear about.
They want to hear about this Ye again because this dude is like public enemy number one right now.
Yeah,
middle uno right now. So I just want to talk about some things that's been said just to give people a kind of like a preface of what the public problem is with Kanye West. He did have a recent some interviews, and there are some people that's saying that he said some things that will get some certain people. Let's get right into it if we can as a video, right?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Let's play it.
Like, yo, tell me whenever he's going across the line, and they're looking and they're saying, okay, we understand where he's coming from, but none of it. I don't support none of it. I don't support the George Floyd comments. I don't support the anti-Semitic. That's all I have is Jewish friends. All I have is black friends. That's it.
So if 4 Jewish people were there, they didn't say anything, and they didn't have a problem with it, and they said they understood where he was coming from, why are we the ones going around apologizing? Why are we calling him anti-Semitic when they was in the room and didn't say nothing? Come on, man, what are we doing?
Yes, and if you look.
Man, shout out to Brother Ben X. I got that from his page, man. Y'all go follow Brother Ben X, man. That dude there be spitting some real facts.
Shout out to Brother Ben X.
I mess with the nation, not a member, but I mean, if I had to be religious, that would be what it is. You know what I'm saying? And for him to say, man, you know what? He had 4 Jewish people in the room with him when he said whatever he
had that
said.
Drink Champs interview. They did.
And I just want to discuss, us having a problem with us more than other people, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to dealing with other people's problems and our problems and that colliding. And why would 4 Jewish people stand in a room while somebody's, obviously saying something that's anti-Semitic?
No. Let's not say obviously saying because it's not anti-Semitic.
Well, let's say assume.
It's being deemed anti-Semitic.
Okay. Let's say there's something that's being deemed anti-Semitic, and nobody has, that's of that culture has too much to say to him in defense at that moment, which would allow their people a defense when it matters, you know what I'm saying? Right. When the attack is being made, they let it go by the side. They don't say anything in defense of their people. Here we come. Right. By we, I mean, black people. Right. Attacking us once again. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So my problem with this is Kanye said that originally the original Jewish people were black people. Right. And that they kind of basically, from what I sum up it to say, and this is just my personal opinion of what I feel like Kanye is saying, is that they do whatever they can to keep a bad light on our people, and due to the fact that they stole our original culture of whatever they practice, they're real, the original Jews, or that's what he was getting at. That's not what I'm saying on the show. That's not a narrative we're pushing. We're just basically saying those were some of the anti-Semitic comics that they were talking about with Kanye. So what do you think about that as far as them saying that he's against the Jewish people? And
so I don't think he's against the Jewish people, and he wouldn't even tell you that he's against the Jewish people. What he is against is what he's been dealing with Jewish people, obviously, right? So it's not all people, but it is the Jewish people that he's been dealing with on that business level have obviously been doing, some bad business with him, and then on top of that, he started naming the music industry and, basketball teams and all these different, things that I don't know for sure that, every owner of a basketball team and football team is Jewish. Every, record label is a Jewish owner. But what I do know is that there are a lot of Jewish owners of record labels. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of Jewish owners of basketball.
That's a lot of people.
Sports teams.
Right. It's a lot of Jews that own everything, right?
Right. So not saying that because their whole thing is they consider it quote unquote hate crime or punching up because we're pushing the narrative like they control and run everything. And, I don't know for a fact that they control and run everything, but outside looking in, it seems like they control and run a lot. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
I don't think too many people would dispute
that. With that. Yeah.
Right. So, and like you said, there were Jewish people in the room when he had the Drink Champs interview. And one of those Jewish people, I cannot think his name right now. Was Steve Rifkin, right?
Yeah.
He was in the room. He embraced Kanye, gave him a hug, said, "I love Kanye." You get what I'm saying? Like he was there. Mm-hmm. And the Jewish community as well as the black community know Steve Rifkin. You know what I mean? Like if you
well of him, yeah.
Yeah, his history in the music industry and the legends and stuff that he put on, like he's well cemented, right? Mm-hmm. So I just feel like
I like that statement you just said. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like if they didn't give him no pushback, why are our people giving him so much pushback? And I know the answer to it. We always give our people, the most pushback, criticism, hell, and hate. We do it to our own people, right? And it's like it saddens me at this point, bro, because I'm like, why we keep jumping out the window to attack our own people? It's like back in the day they used to have to get black people to turn on other black people.
I mean, really now it's like they had to blackmail them, like you're gonna go to jail or we're gonna kill you. If you don't go hurt, and so you had to be forced to. Now it's like
they doing it at their own, so they could just sit back and be like, okay, all we got to do is like throw out a little narrative, and they gonna run with it.
Man, they got some rappers out here that what I'm saying. That was it was a recent Say Cheese post just to basically just say the people who are kind of relevant and current, basically they would have something to say that Kanye, he's really not for the people. But I'm like, how do people on this level know what's for the people? If we were to look at the post, we can clearly see the rapper kind of shooting at Kanye kind of hard. But I'm like, Kanye is on a level, man, that they say before you talk about somebody's journey, if you can't fit their shoes, don't even speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I feel like Kanye's in a pair of shoes. Man, I said this last episode where what I say, when people like this speak out on Kanye, Black Boy JB, that was the rapper's name, I heard his music, he had the little dance that went viral, I mess with Black Boy JB, very talented, very, but Black Boy, come on, man, just come on, man. We can't throw us under the bus too. Like I keep saying, this public shunning and this public chastising of black on black, that got to be just as much as black on black crime as shooting a gun, man, or selling some drugs to another black man. We got to look at this right here as the same thing. We just can't do this right now, man. No. I've been saying this for the longest time. I don't know why I got to keep stressing this, dude, but we just cannot do this right here, even if it's applicable. We just got to make the rule that, look, the other cultures do not put their dirt out there. They don't do it. They wouldn't give a damn what's going on. They'll let the government say what they gotta say. They'll let the news say what they gotta say, but they're not going to go do this.
Right or wrong.
They're not
even if they don't agree, they're just not gonna say.
They're just not gonna say nothing against their people, bro.
But that goes back to what our mom used to tell us: if you ain't got nothing good to say,
they don't say nothing at all, Black Boy. But I appreciate that post right there. The people can see that, man. And like I say, I love his music. I jam him in the car. You feel what I'm saying? Dude, go hard, but he he overstepping his boundaries right now as far as what's pro-black, what's pro-African American, what's pro Africa, whatever you want, whatever we don't even know what race we is. Well, we ain't black no more. Nigga, what is we? God damn. You know what I'm saying? But whatever we are, he's not being pro that right now by giving them people ammo to say as long as they hate them, it's okay for us to do it too. As long as they got a problem with them, it's okay for us to have a problem with them too.
Right.
As long as they look at their men like they not worth protecting or building up, as long as they look
don't-
at their women like it's okay for us to keep exploiting the black community. Because look
a
how
fact.
they feel about them.
That's a fact.
And if Kanye is trying to do anything, bro, anything to destroy that narrative, that whatever how the world sees us, we're just gonna flip it. You know, just so the world just shake up the world opinion of us, bro. I don't understand what's wrong with that, bro.
and I don't understand
He's saying
how
Ye
anybody
not
could
for
be
the
against
people. He's saying Ye not for the people. Ye telling you whoever you think for the people ain't for the people, and I'm speaking up. So how am I not for the people? You know, these are men. I don't think Block Boy outside of street politics. I don't think he involved in real politics. You know what I'm saying? So you know, not to just go in on homie like that. Once again, real big. I jam his music. Music go hard, man. Very talented. You know what I'm saying? Real snappy, real catchy music. But at the same time, man, you know, I've been telling black people, and I'm gonna stress this and reiterate this again, man. It's time out for all that just public. You know, we pull them to the side, man. You know, holler at them in the DMs, man. You know, call them, meet up with them, take them out to lunch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Verbs, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you got a bug in your nose. I'm not finna, hey, Verbs, you got a bug in your nose. Like, why? Because that's my brother, man. If ain't nobody seeing it and I see it, I'm put it to the side so nobody else see it. You know what I'm saying? Just for, you know, a cute scenario of like what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? If I see something, my brother out there, bro, I'm not going to publicize that and loud horn that. I'm not going to magnify that no more, bro. We got to cut that out. Our sisters as well.
Right.
We ain't got nothing bad to say about our sisters no more, man. Black women, they like, nah, bro, let's just cut it out.
Right.
But that ain't getting us no good in with them, no way. You know what I'm saying? We're not really getting in deeper with them like that. We might just be quiet about it and just at least let the world stop saying our bit. We ain't got no closed house business as black people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kanye out there doing what he can do, and George Floyd family trying to sue him for how much money, Verbs?
$250 million.
How much did the cop have to? How much did the government have to pay for shooting dude?
I think they only got $28 million for the settlement or something like that, and you know 33% of that go to the attorneys.
Oh, attorneys and all
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah,
Attorney
so
legal fees. So you mean to tell me these black people, but based on what Kanye said?
Well, let's put some context to it first because Kanye did donate $2 million.
Do we have a post from that? We got a post from that donation.
Kanye posted $2 million to. I think it was between Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and George Floyd family, but he also paid for George Floyd's daughter college.
So let's talk about talk versus action. I mean, let's talk about talk versus action. When you talk, man, I can get up here right now and say I want everybody in the world to starve to death. Oh, there we go. George Floyd family is suing Kanye West for $440.
Oh, they upped the
million.
ante? Last time I heard it was $250.
And I'm glad you said it. I'm like, that's like double what you just said, bro. And I'm like, damn, if that's not black on black crime, how's that not? That man, that he didn't kill George Floyd.
Damn sure.
And you suing him ain't gonna bring him back. And you already got a multi-million-dollar settlement for that man's death.
Yeah.
Not to mention all the national recognition in the world. What is you suing Kanye West for? Right. Are they making you sue Kanye West?
I believe it.
I ain't gonna go there.
I believe the attorney probably jumped. Hey, listen, we could sue him for this and that. You know, try to get some money. Everything's been a quick money.
So we will sell each other for money. Why we get mad when other people do it? If we'll do this, why we get mad when other people oppress us like this? When this man is at the top and the pinnacle of what it takes to be called a success in life. I'm talking about worldwide. Look how our people shoot him. We say, oh, when we get up there, you know, it be the other coaches that want to tear you down.
See, but
the Jews not suing him right now, though. Technically speaking, the Jews is not suing him for what he said against Jews, but black people are suing him for what he said against George Floyd, which was what? That he really died from fentanyl versus the cop's knee. And could you think, what was Kanye trying to say with that?
So basically what Kanye was saying was he was basing his statements at that time was off of the Candace Owens video.
Okay.
I mean, documentary, The Greatest Lie Ever Sold. Mm-hmm. She does a documentary on George Floyd, you know, and a whole lot to do with like the Black Lives Matter movement and all the money they generated. And she had their tax returns and she knew where the money was sent. And she broke down where all the funds, like majority of the funds went to. So he was watching that video, and in that video, they played clips from the actual trial. Mm-hmm. And like the shit that Kanye said was actually mentioned during the trial. So it's like, how you suing a man for basically saying stuff that is public record? Like these are the talking points that the defense attorney was using, and people corroborated that took the stand. Mm-hmm. Like it was actual medical, you know, and medical examiners and lieutenants police department captains that actually said, from one angle it looks like his knee was on his neck, but then the person asked him, he said, well, how about from this angle? And then he said, yeah, from that angle it looked like the knee is on his shoulder blade. It doesn't look like it's on his neck.
Right? Majority of the pressure
was
on the shoulder blade.
So this was what was saying. So also there was a medical examiner that said that, he had a lethal amount of fentanyl in his system. Right. And he's not saying, this is what the medical examiner said. I'm not saying that he died because of the fentanyl. However,
but it wouldn't have helped if he couldn't breathe.
That's a fact. But what he said is that
a fact.
He said, however, if we would have found him in his house with this same amount of fentanyl in the system, we would have labeled that an overdose. You get what I'm saying? So she basically saying that, that he had a lethal amount of fentanyl and methamphetamines, because he said both was in the system.
Yeah, because
fentanyl shortens your breath. Like fentanyl stop you from breathing. You know what I mean? And then I'm just confused on how people is mad about Kanye pretty much just bringing up shit that already happened in the case. Even with the whole mama part, when he said he was screaming for his mama, and he said that he was calling for his his girlfriend. It wasn't his mother. Like, people was making it like this thing, like he was calling for his mother. But when his girlfriend took the stand in that actual case,
she said this was
the defense asked her. He said, you and George Floyd had nicknames for each other? She said, yes. He said, what was your name saved as under in George Floyd's name? And she said, Mama.
Man, you know how many black men look at their woman like a second coming of their mama? Like, bro, come on, like and like I say, I didn't know all that. I lit me up one. You know how I do. You know how we do. And I said, what could Kanye be saying? About just George Floyd even having anything to do with fentanyl or anything like that? Wrong place, wrong time, wrong reason. And sometimes when you look dirty, people say you ain't clean. He had a criminal record. He had a record of trying to steal and all this type of stuff. So these are just things that we ain't got time. No, we just putting the facts out there. Right. He had a record, and the medical examiner found drugs in his system. And Kanye saying, even if the dude, this is how I looked at it. Kanye saying, even if the dude put his knee on George Floyd and choked him out, had George Floyd never been on fentanyl or had a drug problem, he would have never been in that situation. That's what I took from it, because I didn't know all the facts. I didn't know what was said. I just I watched the little clip. I'm like, why would Kanye say that? You see the white man clearly kneeing on his neck. Yeah. But I'm like, my mama say if you're doing the wrong place, wrong place, wrong time. You know what I'm saying? So I took it from a country. I'm from New York, you news. I'm from the country. It's common sense. You know what I'm saying? If you wouldn't have been at that place at the time of doing anything wrong, I think they said he was trying to do something with some credit cards.
No, he had a counterfeit $20 bill.
Okay, counterfeit $20 bill. That screams drug community. You know what I'm saying? Like I say.
Well, he was in the car when the cops approached him. He was in the car with his drug dealer.
Well, like I'm saying, bro, had Kanye said, you know what? I don't even think like the white man putting his knee on his neck killed him. I think his fentanyl lifestyle led up to that, and that killed him. But I think the lifestyle George Floyd was living, because big basketball players and all this type of stuff, then you ain't got to be living like that. You feel what I'm saying? He was more than a lifestyle he was living. I'm not wrong for saying that. Mm-hmm. So for Kanye to say, nah, minus this man's drug life, which that's what really ultimately would have killed him anyway, even if it wouldn't have happened that day, I don't feel like the cop is the ultimate reason why people like that are getting killed. They're putting themselves in harm's way by the lifestyle they're living. That's how I was raised, man. My mama told me when I first started, buying my little herb, she's like, well, you got to go to places that, other things that ain't supposed to be being sold are being sold there. So even though you're just getting your little herb, you might be next to some this, it might be next to some that, and, you got them people around it like that, you know what I'm saying? So son, you might put yourself in harm's way. Go and get your little herb, because that's around something else. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, they might bust the whole house, and here you go getting arrested for your little herb. You're like, well, I'm just smoking a little herb. Yeah, but, hey, you're putting yourself in harm's way. Living that type of lifestyle. I had to learn, Mom, I just want to smoke a little herb. All right, son, well, just take what come with that.
Right.
So, Mom, when I get arrested, they profile me, and just because I want to smoke a little weed, son, that's just the way it goes. Mama be real blunt with me. You feel me? Mama ain't going sugarcoated. She ain't finna. She'll walk away. I keep asking the question, all that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm looking at is like, man, nah, minus George Floyd having anything to do with drugs. Which 9 times out of 10, the dope dealer he was in the car was with was what color?
You know,
Nah,
do I
nah,
really got
I'm
that? I'm gonna take that as a rhetorical question.
What
But
color was the man that was selling George Floyd fentanyl, man? Come on, man, give it to
the same color as George Floyd, bro.
What a way to say it without saying it. You know what I'm saying? What a way to say it. This nigga's a rap artist for real.
What in the yay is going
What in
on?
the yay
here?
is going on?
Nah,
So-
but for real, I like one, and you can take it right back, bro. But one,
Nah.
I feel like all our viewers, you know, right now, like I really would like y'all to go check out that documentary, The Greatest Lie Ever Sold. You get what I'm saying? And it breaks down just how people benefit and make a whole bunch of money off of our plight. They use our struggle, they use things that happen to us to generate an excessive amount of funds, and then you see that none of those funds go back to the community. So that same community where George Floyd was killed at in that area is now in an autonomous zone, right?
Meaning, we'll break that down for some of the ignorant people.
Basically, there's no type of law and order, no law enforcement, none of that in that particular area. Like
No
that
man's
area
land.
is pretty much, no
we
man's
call
land.
what we call out here in Texas the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, not to mention that, you know, since George Floyd's death, crime in Minneapolis had went up 52%. Since his death, crime in Minneapolis went up 52%. There was more murders in 2021, I believe, than there was in a few, quite some time. You get what I'm saying? In 2021 alone. So it's like things are still boarded up. You know what I mean? Businesses are still, out of business. And it's like Black Lives Matter, when she showed the tax returns, Black Lives Matter movement, they generate over close to $80 million. So you trying to tell me y'all ain't go back and fix up nothing in the George Floyd community? You get what I'm saying? Like even his roommates that he was living with at the time, Candace Owens interviewed his roommates, right? Floyd, they was all splitting rent, so they haven't got any. They've been.
They ain't
figuring out
got
by
no
themselves.
help.
They ain't get no help. Like so, literally, Candace Owens, the same people, all black, but not all black people, but a lot of black people against her for whatever reasons. She paid a year's worth of George Floyd rent to the roommates, and his car that was stuck in the driveway because they didn't have the title for it. They couldn't move it. Nobody never came back to get none of his belongings, his possessions. She paid for the car to get, towed and removed from the place. But the lady that made the Black Lives Matter movement that made the $80 million
That's why I laughed.
ain't give a goddamn dollar.
And Kanye did what now? He paid for the.
He gave $2 million.
And so these are people who, no matter what they say, they can do way more for you than the people just gonna say what you want to hear, man. Let's get to that part. Like I say, I'm hungry right now, and I got somebody that tell me, "Hey, it's somebody else's fault you're hungry." And I go, "Yeah," and I got somebody that tell me, "Hey, I'll give you a free meal right now that you can eat. Put it in something right now if you just admit the reason why you're hungry is your fault." Give me that meal. Give me that meal every time. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that's where we at as a people, man. Do we just want them pats on the backs? Do we just want people to feel sorry for us and just keep telling us, we've been through it? Do we want to actually get over it?
I think our people has been so far removed from the truth, and they don't want to accept or acknowledge the truth. They don't even want to hear the truth. That's the sad part about it. Because you know what people would say about the document. So what? Why she had to bring that back up? Whatever. Like at the end of the day, yeah, it's sad that he lost his life. But like if she's bringing it back up and she's addressing issues with facts, from the case, from the trial, speaking to family members. You basically call them family members.
Basically, yeah.
He lived with them. He used to sit in the morning and read the Bible with the lady. You get what I'm saying? She was talking about all the scriptures that he used to. You get what I'm saying? So
I got you.
Like my thing is, why wouldn't people want to even hear that? And it's like I know what it is right now. People don't want the truth.
They don't want it, bro.
They want to stay blind and oblivious to the truth so that they can live in their emotions as far as just feeling like
It's everybody else's
everybody else against us. Like I used to hear that shit growing up a lot, but it's like, come on, like goddamn, like how long you gonna keep blaming the fucking white man? Like, how long? Like when do we take accountability? When do we say, yeah, conditions are fucked up. We did have, other people, some people had a head start. Ahead of us and all that. But then when do you take accountability to say, yo, the reason why I'm broke, The reason why I'm here is my fault.
That's what
It's me.
I was raised like
It's
that.
me. It's
bro.
nobody else.
I'm never gonna get over the problem saying it's everybody else's fault. I mean, my mama taught me that. My dad would put me to the side and teach me that. I mean, I didn't go nowhere around where I can blame other people for what's wrong with me. My whole entire family, every auntie, uncle I had, bro, even whether they was living like that or not, they taught me better. Like that's one thing about country people. Sometimes they won't live what they teaching you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
They won't live the advice they giving you, but they will tell you some sound as advice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they always told me, man, even if it ain't your fault, you will never be able to get the power spiritually to overcome what's coming against you unless you say that's my fault. So while you start taking accountability, it's like an empowering thing.
Yeah, because once you identify that it's your fault, then at the same time that you identify that, you now know that you can change that.
Because
but
why?
if you're blaming somebody else, then that means your condition can't be changed by you. You're literally giving the power up.
Yeah, well, it's deeper
Because
than
that person that you're blaming would be the only one that can fix the condition that you're in.
It's it's like this. It's like when you say it's my fault. First thing you do, you say it's my fault. You start looking for what you did wrong. It's easy to look for what you did wrong because even if it was I didn't mean to walk 3 steps this way before the snake bit me, I should have walked 2. It's a learning experience. You feel what I'm saying? So now I know walk 2 steps. You know what I'm saying? Look for a snake. Okay, take the 3rd step. You feel what I'm saying? Things of that nature. So with me, it's like, what did I do wrong? I learned what I do wrong. From that point, I know now what to do right. And that's coming out of any situation where you done hurt yourself, then got hurt by people. It don't matter, bro. Like, you can literally sit down and say, well, yeah, Shawty played me, but I really should have just hit it and quit her. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what it was, bro. You can look at it, take some type of fault, and with that confidence of saying, you know what? I made that error. I made that mistake, and that's the only reason why they got me. You can move on from that, bro.
And you can fix it.
And I can fix it then with that type of mentality, but I can't fix it with the mentality, nah, man, look, I'm just helpless, man. They got me like this years ago, and we just going to be like this, and, let's just get used to living like this, and, we're just going to take pride in being like this, and let's cook up the pig feet, and, man, what?
Yeah.
Dog.
Charleston White said something that was key.
Charleston White.
He said something that was key, and I don't agree with every goddamn thing he say.
A lot of shit he say,
but he say some shit that's valid. And he made a point. He said people like to blame the conditions that we living on right now into slavery. They be like, oh, this is like the residue of slavery and all of that. He said, nah, I'm tired of hearing that shit. I'm not going for it no more. You know why? Because back in slavery day, like first of all, we didn't go through slavery, but even the people that went through slavery wasn't killing each other, bro. They wasn't slaughtering each other, and they was going through the physical slavery that we're saying that we're doing what we're doing to each other because of that.
But the people
that actually went through it didn't do their people like that.
They didn't get on the microphone and say murder, kill, sell dope, slap a bit, murder, kill. They didn't get on the microphone and do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I say,
what Kanye said on Drink Champs, I'ma fuck this bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. I'm gonna fuck this bitch,
and that's why
I'm gonna kill this. Right?
Yeah,
right?
That's all you hear these days of rap music. You don't make love to women no more and shake a man's hand. You don't do this no more. That's my brother. Nah, I gotta. Pew! You got a baby, gotta go. Like, hey, and that's in the songs, bro. Like that's in the songs.
That's in the songs, bro.
And we telling the whole world they can cut on like our music. 90% of the young black men that make music. It's banned in other countries, bro. Like you look at NBA YoungBoy, his music is banned in any decent country. You go to any country where
just recently banned.
You go to any country where they want peace, paradise, harmony, love, how God created us to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't want that on the air.
Right.
Then it had some dude, I think in Japan, he made a rap song that was similar to the type of content that they make rap songs with here, violence, going against women explicitly, you know what I'm saying? They locked him up for like 7 years for dropping that song. In his, I think it was like in Japan or Korea or something like that, bro. I don't want to lie, but it's factual. If you go look it up, yeah, it's real. So yeah, if you even try to go make this type of music in other countries, you would be banned in jail, bro.
Right.
Why are they letting the music be played? Why are they letting these rap videos, these guns, all this hit TV? Kanye is saying it's because of some people
benefiting
off of black death and off making our black women seem less than anything else on this earth by exploiting their bodies and exploiting their sexuality. And he's saying we need to cut this out. We need to go to the court if they don't like that I'm doing this, so they scared I can stop it because I got money. And then here come Negroes
and influence.
Here come Negroes. Kanye not for the people.
Like, it's no way you can sit and listen to a Kanye interview and say he's not for the people.
I'm sorry, bro.
Like, if you
I'm
watch a
sorry.
Kanye interview and say he's not for the people, then you don't know how to process, speeches. You don't know how to listen to words.
No, our people judge with short attention spans. They won't sit down and listen to the whole interview. They'll just get a clip off YouTube and just judge from basically what. And all they gotta do is take one clip they feel like a fire up the people. It could be 10 seconds and say this was the Kanye West interview, and people like Kanye said this, but what else did he? You would have to listen to the interview in totality to understand what he was trying to get across to the people overall.
Right.
Man, look, we are being attacked, man. We're still under some type of psychological slavery. You feel what I'm saying? And he's trying to wake the people up. He said, man, look, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to go at it as far as I can go at it, as hard as I can go at it. You feel what I'm saying? And to me, I look at things like this. When you say something, I always reiterate this. When you say something that's a lie on a large scale, people laugh at you. When you say something that's a lie on a large scale, people laugh at you. When you tell the truth to people, they tend to want to kill you. When you out here saying the truth on you tend to get negative opinions. You tend to get some type of death threats. You start to look at your life like, man, am I okay? Because I'm letting the majority of the world know that's lost. I'm letting them know the truth. You know what I'm saying? So with me, if Kanye was a lie, he would be laughed at right now, especially with all the money he got going on.
I'm glad
now.
you said that. Absolutely. And I always said that, bro. If the guy was not telling the truth and he wasn't making no sense, it wouldn't be this uproar.
What's the dude named Orlando Brown? The crazy dude.
Well, he's not crazy. I don't want to put that on him. Well, that's what they did to Kanye. I don't want to put that on him.
Well,
I know who you're talking about.
But what I'm saying is he don't get the people's respect for halfway being right or saying anything that'll rock anything like that. He's on the internet. People think he's crazy, but ain't nobody really bothered. Ain't nobody suing him for hundreds of millions of dollars, that look like him and all that. Kanye said something. You feel what I'm saying? Saying, hey, look, y'all do realize the whole time, all of these rappers that keep getting signed, you got to think how many it's probably more rappers now than there is players in the NBA, NFL. Dude, I swear, if you go listen to Underground, it's probably, bro, it's rappers that get signed for 10K, 15K, 25K, shoot your mama, snap your daddy, rob your brother, go to jail, be happy about it, never get out, love that shit. Like, that's they will sign a dude from 10K all the way up to 10 million to sing that. You know what I'm saying? That same little song. So it's so many rappers now. And it's like, why do they keep investing so much money into something that is putting our people into the criminal system, the jail cells, putting our mothers with our fathers out here, making our single mothers, and while they're also making music that's putting our young black men in jail and destroying our communities that they own a lot of buildings in, that they own a lot of the businesses in. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we never can come up and run our own community. They own it forever. So Kanye is showing the idea. Now, once again, this is just what I believe Kanye is trying to show the people. Mm-hmm. This is not an ideology I'm trying to push on the show. This is not anything I'm trying to say I think to be true. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know.
Say it, because if I think it to be true, I'm going to back it up.
Well, what I'm saying is I like to just give what I feel like Kanye's saying, because at the end of the day, he's on the level I'm not. He's up there with the billionaires. He's up there with the people with the hundreds of millions. So how he's calling it, I can speculate, you know what I'm saying, but I would never tell the people like for sure, for a fact. I think, nah, bro. I'm telling y'all, make your own opinion, man. If you sit up there saying, okay, every year we do Cut on TV, it is another rapper with a chopper and some drugs. He sip lean, he smoke a lot of weed, probably got hair like mine, and he ain't got no education, and he ain't got no good job. He ain't never paid no taxes a day in his life. He got 5 baby mamas. I mean, am I wrong for the job? I mean, this is probably what they got on the job description for the record label contract. Do you got 5 baby mamas? Check. This interview. Have you ever shot somebody? Check. Do you have a criminal record? Oh, yeah, it's all fucked up. Oh, check. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to think like
that's the pattern. Like, that's the way to get in.
That's like that's the interview. You ever go to interview? They're like, how much college do you have? You know, these how long have you been in jail? I went to jail 5 years. Okay, yeah.
How many ops you got? How many shootouts you been in? And you got current beef? Is it somebody in your neighborhood you beefing with right now that you can talk about in an interview?
Hired. You know what I'm saying? Like, is somebody you want to kill right now? Yeah, I want to kill Slim Slow from my other block, man. He got me messed up, got my trap running slow. I want to go and kill Slim. Sign him right now. Get him in the studio.
Get him in the studio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And send that one dude with the gun so he can go and kill Slim. You know, we're going to put a life insurance policy on Young Blood. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to put a clause in this contract that if he don't fulfill his contract, we get all the masters. We get everything because he owes a couple hours. He ain't going to fulfill that because he in jail. So if he don't never fulfill the contract because he in jail,
we keep all the masters.
Man. Kanye saying, well, let me wake my people up. We hate Kanye. You see why black people rather profit off Negroes now. It's hard these days. I'm telling black people this right now. It's hard these days to be black. Go find out what the world though. Come back to your ignorant, which nigga mean what? Ignorant. Come back to your ignorant people. Try to put them on game.
Right.
And don't get shunned, talked about, attacked, if not killed, bro. Get what you're saying? Well, basically, like, I feel like at the end of the day, man, just to conclude everything, man, Kanye is showing people why certain people, let's just bring up a counterpart that's on this level. Probably show you why people like Jay-Z would just probably do his work in silence, man. You know, why he would just, free people when he can, or take his political power the way he does, and move the way he can move with it. But you won't see Jay-Z really too much open up his mouth and saying too much politically, but you'll see him moving a lot politically. And you starting to understand when you want the people to wake up, they're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye really showing me that. Like if I ever got $1 billion, they pretty much screw with me from how they treating Kanye. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I'll probably be on some Jay-Z time. I'll probably quietly free some Negroes.
Yeah.
I'll probably quietly bail out some Negroes and save some families and all that, but I would never make no noise.
Right.
Because you know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing though, right? And that's why all of those parts moving together are important, right? You need the boisterous ones that's gonna come out and speak out against truth to power, like Kanye West, like Malcolm X. We've always had those, right? But then you also got people that move in silence, right? So there's no issue with that. I think we need all of them working simultaneously, collectively in different areas. Like, so what Jay is doing, Jay don't come out and he don't speak on issues the way Kanye speak on it, right? But it's not to say that, and I don't know if he agree or disagree with Kanye, but he probably, it's probably a lot of shit Kanye saying he totally agree with. Yeah. But he's just not the person that's gonna come out and say it because he's moving in a different form of fashion, right? So, you might go. You might be one to speak out to your boss, and work. I might be the one that I ain't gonna call it out too much, but on the side, I'm learning everything from this company because I'm about to build my own. You know what I'm saying? So all of those in conjuncture work together to me personally. Yeah. I feel like that's a great combination. You need, the quiet ones to move the way they move, and then you need someone that's gonna shake shit up. Yeah. You need a Kanye that's gonna shake shit up because let's be real.
You gotta move the
herd.
Things
need to be woke up.
You gotta move the herd. Yeah. So it's like if you got somebody who then open the door for the herd quietly, you need somebody who will shake them up. And you know what I'm saying? So, I didn't want to admit that because with me, I want everybody. Like if I got something going on, man, I'm on some Jay-Z type time. Boy, I am quiet, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing. But I want you just, thinking I'm just over here just rapping, man, whole time over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here saving little kids, whatever Jay-Z got going on, saving freeing people who was wrongly convicted in New York, Rikers Island, whatever they be doing, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of those very black, well-off, successful people that move in silence, but they out there really moving for their people. But I'm like, it only need to be one Kanye, and we don't need to hate on him. If we gonna need that, we need to learn how to need that and appreciate that. But see, the problem is Malcolm X didn't change nothing; he just lost his life. Malcolm Luther King didn't change nothing; he just lost his life. Like people, they still the way they is, bro. To the point where it's like, nah, with black people, like Kanye gonna be the last one. If we don't work with Kanye, then everybody just be quiet now on, just move in silence.
But which is why I can understand why people don't say anything. Because if you've seen time and time again, these motherfuckers is just sheep. They ain't gonna never wake up. Soon as you say something that they don't like, they're gonna turn against you.
Worse than
why
oppressor.
Even waste my time trying to wake up a bunch of sleep people?
There ain't no way. Ain't no way I got all the money where I'm already in Blue Lagoons and I'm already got my R&B wife and my kids and I want my people to have this too, but they might hate me if I go tell them about. No, they ain't no sellout.
Yeah,
That's person that bought in.
Look how many times they came at Hov. Oh, he inked the NFL deal. Hov's a sellout. he sold
I forgot about that,
to LVMH. Oh, Hov a sellout. Why he sell his company? We need our black-owned. First of all, that's not your black-owned business. That's his black-owned business.
But see, they always talking about levels they ain't never lived.
Right, yes.
That's what they doing with Kanye.
Yes. So when Hov see that over and over again, and let's just be real. If I'm inking deals, and I'm moving the needle, and I'm doing shit that's changing you know, shit for black people, and then every time they hear I did something, before they even know what's going on, they in the media talking about Hov a sellout, Verbs a sellout, Verbs did this, Verbs did that. Like, yeah, it's gonna be like, all right, well,
you can't do nothing good in the black community, man.
Yeah, they always gonna criticize or say something or pass judgment, and you know what I see? The biggest thing people do, oh, well, why he put a school over there? Why he couldn't put the school here? And why the fuck are you like? So he gotta do what you would do.
Are black people's oppressors?
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
I think people see it, they just benefit off of it at this
what
point.
in the yay is going on?
What in the yay is going on, man? Hey,
black people are black people's oppressor.
They gonna be in
Let's
our
wake
comments.
this shit up.
They're gonna be in our comments trying to slap box.
Yeah, you could slap box all the fuck you want. You slap box with the truth. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna slap box with
They
the
gonna be in the
truth.
comments hot, man. Yeah, bro. We done became our own worst oppressors, man. Ain't nobody killing us more than us. Ain't nobody hating on us more than us. Don't nobody sell us out more than us.
Facts.
Don't nobody snitch on us more than us.
Facts.
I'm telling every problem you look at, the core of it is us.
Absolutely.
And the minute we realize that, man, we will stop shooting ourselves in the foot and we'll start aiming that same gun in our brothers.
Justin Bieber can go to an all-white neighborhood and sit in a Waffle House and eat and not get robbed and killed. Let's wake that shit up.
I believe anything.
Let's wake it up. Matter of fact, let's even flip it even more. P&B Rock could have went in an all-white neighborhood, sat in a Waffles chicken spot, ate his waffles and his chicken with his woman, and walked out of there with his life and his jewelry.
Me and him just left this restaurant. It wasn't but one black server in the whole restaurant, right here outside the show. I mean, best hospitality. I know they smelled the little weed and everything. I ain't saying that. I mean,
they gave us water. They brought it to us outside.
I asked him for a lemon.
He
told me, "Yes, sir." I mean, this is how the white folks did. It was a little. I'm looking for how the white folks is looking at me. You know, I'm like, okay, I got the dreads. You know, it's predominantly white. I ain't doing. They smiling and waving. Hey, man, you know, if I'd have been in the all black place, I ain't bring my gun with me. Hey, look, man.
It's the sad truth.
I mean, it's sad, but when you say it, you're wrong.
Right.
Now, anybody that heard me just say that's my experience. If I'd have been just down the street in Oak Cliff, getting some chicken, I might need my pills. I might see around me where I'm around my own people, and let me tuck mine in. What he said on Friday, let me hide my ear, because I might look like I got too much around my own people.
Facts.
When the white folks see me pull out a credit card, debit card, that's an employed black man. Yeah, I ain't pull out no cash. Or you go around the white folk, pull out a card. It impress them. You know what I'm saying? I pull out a card, swiping my fish and chips. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm looking at it like, man, bro, I'm really worried about being around the white folks just because I'm black. But when I go around black people, I'm worried about the same thing. Mm-hmm. I'm worried about having too much money.
And more harm come from you and around your own people.
With the money.
I always said this, right? Check this out. Because, you know, we grew up in, you from the South, I'm from
North. Yeah.
But both grew up in, you know, impoverished communities in the hoods, right? Shit like that.
Bad.
So I always said this, right? In the hood, you have to put on a certain type of facade. You have to carry a certain type of image. If you don't already possess it, you have to carry that or wear that to survive. So, for example, if you're walking down the street and you see, I don't know, they might not have this in the South, but we got bodegas and delis up top. If you're walking down the street and you see a bodega and it's 5 black dudes standing in front of the store, and you're a black man walking down that street, there's 2 things you're going to do. You're either going to cross the street, or you're not going to cross the street because you know they're going to look at you and think you soft, and now you're a target. So now you got to poke your chest out.
Can't even avoid the bush.
Right. You got to poke your chest out. You got to walk a certain way. You got to put the tuck, because like you're a block. So it's a whole block. You see them on that next corner and you like, all right, right now, all right, yeah. And then you got to walk through them with a certain certain bravado so that they won't feel like they want to test you, right? You get what I'm saying? But here's the thing. If it was 5 white boys in front of that store,
you'll walk like what? No
you just walk regular about your day.
I know Conrad ain't tripping.
About your day. Like you're not even thinking these 5 white boys gonna do nothing to you.
I know Connor ain't finna try to rob me.
But yeah, you're right. But here's the thing though. This is the part that's crazy though. Because it's the racism, it's the push of this racism thing that they say exists. But in that same scenario, you're more worried about the black people than you are with the white people.
And like I just got done saying, man, when I went around them white people, all I wanted was some money. I wanted to have all the money in the world. I just wanted to be a rich nigga around some white people. When I go around my people, do I got on too much money? Hold on, I need to leave my wallet at the house. Let me lock some of my bank accounts. Let me press the car button on my car 5 times so they know my car ain't unlocked. Around my own people.
Your own people. That's
and then
a
you
fact.
get on the internet, they advise you the same thing. When you go in these predominantly black neighborhoods, they got malls in them and all that. Yeah, watch yourself. Well, I'm black, I should be good because it's black people who doing it, right? No, you're going to be their first target. You their easiest target. They know the police come behind the white folk, the Chinese man, the Arab man. Yeah, they already know the police come behind them. Police going to be right there. Well, my people should know that, not take advantage of their own people because of that, right? Nah, we're going to keep crabbing each other in the bucket and blaming everybody else. And as soon as one crab get out the bucket and say, hey, look, crabs, this who putting y'all in the bucket. Kanye ain't for the people.
Right, for the people. Kanye for the people. And if you're against Kanye, honestly, only thing I can say is
Misinformed. You're misinformed. I'm not gonna say nothing bad because you still got time to find somebody who's really on your side, got some money, and hey, look, when he does make mistakes to offend people, he sends $2 million out there to make sure they get to school.
I'm glad you caught that because I definitely was going a little harsher than
Oh.
misinformed, but we'll
Oh.
keep it with misinformed.
Okay.
You know me, I'm about
So I just feel like, hey, as black people, we can always look for the first problem with us is being ignorant, misinformed.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Go get informed. Go watch the Candace Owens interview. You know,
The documentary, definitely.
Go watch
The greatest
everything
lie
that
ever
Kanye,
sold.
Go watch everything Kanye has to say. If
Right.
you get a hold of Drink Champs interview, go watch it before
Right.
you speak out against your black brother. Then whatever your opinion is, as a black person, keep it to yourself. It ain't good. We ain't got nothing bad to say about us.
Facts.
We're not letting them. Nobody profit off of us wanting to see the worst out of us.
Right.
Or
And,
for us.
and go watch the full video of Kanye and Pierce Morgan, that interview. Go
Oh,
watch
yeah.
the entire video.
Watch
because a lot of
everything.
people jumped out the window. Oh, yeah, Kanye apologized. I told you he was going to apologize. If you watch the interview, even if you watch the clip that's circulating, Kanye did not apologize for what he said.
But he's
He
copying.
adamantly said, no, I would not apologize for that. What he apologized to was for the confusion and the hurt he caused to people he didn't intend that message for. He did not apologize for what he said. So a lot of
Go
people
get
they
informed,
take,
man.
Yeah, get informed. Take
Before
things
you
into
open up your
context.
mouth, man, get to understand it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what situation you in. I don't care even if it's something national you can speak on. You feel like it ain't gonna hold no weight to your life. Well, I can speak on Kanye. He gonna come chastise me for that.
Right.
It's like, man, before you put that out there, knowing that other races are listening, it ain't really about race, but hey, at this point it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, look. Let's just stop anything that look like us. Let's stop from us making that look bad. Or
Right.
taking part in that. Let's
Right.
just be quiet, man.
Right.
You ain't got nothing good to say about another Negro, man. Just shut up if you're a Negro. I'm just so I've been saying this, has been saying it, saying it.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? So, man, that's been a great show today, man. What's going on with Ye? Y'all go find out.
Yeah.
What in the world's going
What
on?
in the
with
yay is going on?
What in the Ye is going on, man? Y'all go find out. Actually, go look up what's going on with that man, study it, see what he's saying, look at his political views, and then have an opinion about your black man. Sometimes we don't even always need you to give it. Same thing when it comes to our sisters, man. Let's protect our black name. Let's bring up the black class level. You know, anybody that's classy and, you know, they pushing for black American class. I really like that right now, that vibe, black American classiness. So that's where we going, man. In classiness, we don't just put up drama.
Right.
You know, we ain't looking for drama. That ain't what's enticing us. We don't even partake in it.
Right. And we got to
know what I'm
change.
saying?
We got to change at the end of the day.
We need to be more classy as black people. We used to be like that. We used to be some very classy people. Let's get back. Let's make that the new wave, man. We'd have been ratchet for the longest time. We'd have been gutter and gangster. Now let's get back to the classiness,
That's
man.
a
What's
fact.
wrong with that wave?
That's a fact.
It's a good wave, man. But that's a good show, and man, y'all stay tuned, man. We got a lot more coming this season for y'all, and hey,
for
man,
sure.
I hope y'all go out there and get you some Ye in your life, man. See what Kanye doing for the people.
Put yay on the scale.
Put Ye on the scale, man. See what he weigh up.